you guys were doing life-saving efforts for at least 20, 25, 30 minutes, which suggests to me that the pulse was either weak or not there at all. But
yeah, I have to look up. So the cool thing about our monitors, it tracks all the empirical data. It'll tell us how many compressions we did, at what depth, what rates. I mean, it tracks everything for us. I'm not entirely sure how long, because after the second shock, we did get a pulse back. But we asked Ivan, who was like administering meds, to fill for a pulse. We did fill a very faint pulse. I had a quick sidebar chat with Abby and mentioned I think we should do 2 more minutes with the Lucas device because the heart was still recovering, and 2 more minutes is just going to kind of help prime it. So we did have a pulse when the Lucas device was still going, and I can't remember if we did 1 more round or 2 more rounds, but when we pulled her off the Lucas, and we had a pretty strong pulse, one that we felt comfortable enough to take her off the device and get moved into the hospital.
So she only had 2? I don't expect you to remember all this.
Yeah, it was.
I thought she had 3.
So I think at first we thought it was 3. When we pulled up the data, it was 2 shocks.
Okay.
Yeah, and your heart was in what we call ventricular fibrillation.
Right.
So the entire heart is kind of quick, and that you won't have a pulse with it, and if you go too long, that will become a flat line. So the heart's trying to get things started, and a lot of that, the reason why she was in VFib, I think, was because of early CPR. So early CPR is huge. We can actually go quite a long way without taking a breath. If you ever try to like hold your breath for as long as you can, most of the time your oxygen level stays really high. But once your heart stops beating, there's still a lot of oxygen in this. It's just not circulating to where we need to go, brain and heart. So you really set us up for success. This same exact thing could have happened with no early CPR, and it probably would have been a very different outcome for us. So the most important thing you can do is get what we call ATP, or adenosine triphosphate, circulating through the body. And that keeps the heart in a state where we can come in and do something with it. And that something was giving it shocks and giving it medication. So, and you hear about these all the time. You can go on KSL and search football player in CPR, or football player shock, whatever. There's tons of times where someone gets hit center of the chest, they get corpus, what is it called?
Commotio cordis.
Commotio cordis. They get hit center in the chest, and immediately puts that person into the same rhythm that you were in. What saves them though is CPR and shocks. So like, I know you guys keep saying like we're professional heroes, but really we were able to do what we did because of early proper CPR. So every time we teach CPR in the community, every time we teach it, I always say, no one wakes up, even us, we don't wake up in the morning thinking like, I'm doing CPR today. So a lot of times we teach these lessons, and people don't realize like, hey, it could be my time to do this CPR. So we always recommend people get CPR trained in the community, because really we can't do what we do unless this happens.
Well, we learned from the cardiologist